So, just got off work. Last few days, I felt a grinding in the front of the truck. Haven't had the ability to go and check on it because of working long shifts at work. And so last night I go and look around, and outside of the brakes looked fine because I thought it was brakes. And so I drive it home. I stop at a gas station first and still feel a grinding noise, so I go and check again. This time I check the back side of the brakes. Here on the passenger side, the back side of the brake rotor is chewed to shit. So I had to quick order some parts. I ended up getting a rotor and brake pads and the bolts and sleeves, I think they're called. The stuff the rotor, the caliper rides on to, but been thinking about it. I'm hoping it's not also a stuck piston in the caliper, because that could also be it. That's another $50 part. But we will see. I'm going to take it apart and see, check things out, and if I need to, I will order the brake caliper as well. But I'm on my way to the parts store right now. I'm going to pick up these parts. By the way, today is January 21st. Tomorrow we're supposed to get some people are saying it's just a mild snowstorm. Some people are saying we're going to get like hammered. But obviously I won't be able to do this for a couple days, and I need this truck. I don't need the I don't need the truck being down. So it's what, 3:40 right now. So by the time I get home, it'll be just after 4. So I'll have about an hour of daylight before I have no daylight to work on the truck. So we'll see how much of this I can get done. I may or may not bring you with. I don't know. It depends on what I need to do and where I end up being parked. Yep, this is my blog for right now. I'll get back to you if I have more. If not, I will do a short video conclusion of what's going on. Alright, talk to you later. Alright, today I'm replacing the rotor, pads, and these brake hardware kits. I have an issue with the brake over here. The backside is all chewed up. So I have a new rotor, pads, and these are, I'm pretty sure, are the culprit of the reason why the pads wore unevenly. To do this, you're going to need, for a stock replacement, it's a 7/16 Allen key. I have a 13/16 socket. It's more likely a 20, but couldn't find a 20 quick enough, and it's cold. It's like 20 some degrees, 25 degrees out here. The other thing you're going to need is some brake clean to clean off this from any manufacturing grease. Pretty much, it's pretty straightforward. You're going to take off the bolt for the caliper using the Allen key. Pop the caliper and the pads off. Then to take the bracket off, so that way you can get the rotor off, you're going to need this socket here. Pull the bracket off for the caliper. The brake rotor should slide right off. Slide the new one on. Repeat your process back the other way. When I have this pulled apart, I'll show you the back side of the rotor and the pads. I'm going to get going on this because it's cold and I'm losing daylight. So I'll get back to you in a little bit. So after about 2.5 hours, 3 hours outside in the freaking cold, I had complications. The rotor wouldn't come off the hub, and then I had issues getting the finding my C-clamp to push the pistons back in for the oh sorry, I'm very cold. Pushing the pistons back in for the caliper Had to run and go borrow someone else's, but got the passenger side done. Figured I'd show you the parts that came off of it. I have other videos showing how to do all this. Go back through my channel, you can see them. But here we go. We'll start with the brake pads. This was the one that was okay. This was the one that was on the outside. It's still pretty, well, a lot of this I probably did. But this is this one. This was the bad one. This was the one that was on the back side. As you can see, there is nothing left of it. Okay, and then we'll go to the rotor itself. Alright, this was the front. This is the back. Now the hammer marks, I did trying to beat it off, but the grooves are obviously from the pad. Some pretty deep grooves. Here we go. Get it in focus. So as you can see, this definitely needed to be replaced. It probably, if I would have been able to get it off in one piece, oh well, I had to get it off in one piece without having to mar the back side of it up with the hammer. It probably could have been one that would have been resurfaced back in, back in the day when they actually used a brake lathe. Yeah, I actually know what one of those are, even though I'm not that old. These were the bolts that came for the caliper. They weren't too bad. I'm really hoping it's not the caliber that actually went. This is the new bolts. But I lied when I first did the video. It wasn't that other one. It is a, let's see, the stock. If I can find it written on here somewhere. I can't read that. Sorry. It's a 6mm Allen head. If it'll focus. Oh well, it's a 6mm Allen head, not that other, not the 7/16. And the new bolts went on with a 12mm. But other than that, it's pretty much straightforward. Just a lot of bitch because it was dark and cold. And anyway, I am going to go hop in the shower because I'm cold and dirty. But I figured I'd let you know what happened. Alrighty. Until next time, I will keep you posted.